Hello and welcome to the Snickerdoodle Knits YouTube channel. I am Jessica, the knitter and designer behind Snickerdoodle Knits. And in this video, I am going to demonstrate how to work stitches together through the back loop. So I will demonstrate how to perform a knit 2 together through the back loop and a purl 2 together through the back loop. And of course, these techniques apply to any number of stitches that you are working together through the back loop. So to get started with a knit 2 together through the back loop, let's go ahead and knit 2 stitches beforehand. Now, if you remember, a knit through the back loop is coming into the back loop of the stitch. And instead, so when we knit, of course we come from the bottom into the front loop. When we knit through the back loop, we come from the top through the back loop and then we knit that stitch. So for a knit 2 together through the back loop, we will knit 2 stitches together, but from the back side of the fabric, through that back loop. So we will go from top to bottom into the back loop of the first 2 stitches on your left needle. You will then wrap your yarn, just as if you were to perform a knit stitch, around your needle, pull the yarn through, and slide both stitches off of the left needle. There. That's a knit 2 together through the back loop. Let me knit 1 more stitch and let's do that again. So we will go into the back loop of 2 stitches. So bring your right hand needle from the top into the bottom through the first 2 stitches on your left needle. Then wrap your yarn over your needle, just like if you were knitting a plain knit stitch, and bring that yarn through and slide those 2 stitches off of the needle. Now let's go ahead and purl a couple stitches and purl 2 together through the back loop. So if we were to purl a normal stitch, we go from top to bottom into the front loop of a stitch and wrap our yarn over. However, if you remember for a purl through the back loop, you come to the back leg of the stitch, you come below that stitch and bring your needle from the bottom of the stitch to the top and then wrap your yarn over and purl that stitch. However, of course, when we are working a purl 2 together through the back loop, we will purl both of these stitches together through the back loop. So you make sure your yarn is in the front, just like you were purling a stitch. Now take your right hand needle below the second stitch on your left needle. Bring your needle from the bottom into the top of those 2 stitches. And wrap your yarn around the needle just like you were purling. And bring your needle through both stitches and slide those 2 stitches off. Let's go ahead and purl 1 more and show that once more. So go below the second stitch on the left needle, go in from the bottom up to the top, wrap your yarn around from the front to the back, pull that stitch through and slide your 2 stitches off. And you've purled 2 together through the back loop. And I'll just knit these last 2 stitches. There you go. You now know how to perform a knit 2 together through the back loop and a purl 2 together through the back loop. This is how you work stitches together through the back loop. If you were to be working 3 or 4 or more stitches together through the back loop, you would do the same thing, except for you would count the number of stitches on your left needle before working those together through the back loop. So if you were working a knit 3 together through the back loop, you would go through those 3 stitches on the left needle before you work those together. I hope you found this video helpful, informative, and easy to follow. If you continue to have questions, go ahead and replay this video at a slower speed and leave any remaining questions that you have in the comments down below. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the Snickerdoodle Knits YouTube channel for additional knitting content like this. I hope to see you around. Happy knitting!